Hey, Audrey.
Hi, Rabbi. Rabbi, I have a question. When you're doing the Shabbat for someone who is ill and you're using the Hebrew name, is it the mother's name or the father's name?
We use the mother's name. It's a superstition. You want to fool the evil eye. So you use the mother's name for the Mishaberach.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you'll say it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Judy. Hey, Jules.
Hi.
Rabbi,
Shabbat
Shabbos.
shalom.
Shabbos.
Good Shabbos. Come on, Sylvia. No, wrong one, Sylvia. Oh, almost, come on. Join computer audio. So Audrey, did you get your shot?
No.
What happened?
Furious. I told you last week that I had the doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
And they put me on a
Right,
25-person list out of that office.
right.
Every time I called, I couldn't either get through. I held on for almost 40 minutes one day, and the woman I talked to saw an opening, and by the time she asked me all the questions and stuff, it was gone.
Oh
And
my.
she even talked to a supervisor, and they couldn't do anything. And I called my doctor's office, and they don't make the appointments and stuff.
Right, right.
So I am signed up with MedStar, Holy Cross, Adventist, and Johns Hopkins, plus this through the state.
Uh-huh.
And nothing. And then my daughter has been calling and trying from California to try to get me an appointment.
Yeah.
Here locally,
Right.
and nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. How about you, Sylvia? Are you getting a shot?
I'm not yet. Rita Rubenstein got a shot.
Oh, she did.
Yes.
Okay.
Have.
Well, how about you? When are you going to get one, Sylvia?
Whenever they call me.
I see. I see.
We're on the list, but we have to wait.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. I'm talking to my parents in Pennsylvania. It's the same way. Very frustrating.
They were told to have to wait, right?
They're on a list. So they heard from somebody else that, well, if you try to reapply to the list, maybe it gives you an appointment. So my father tried again. They said, no, you're already registered. You can't register again.
Right.
So, yeah.
So they know that we're on the list.
Right. I told them to call their doctor's office anyway, just to see what the doctor has to say. Maybe the doctor knows of some other way.
No, I don't think so. They say you're on the list.
Right. I know. I know.
I thought the MedStar patients would have some kind of priority, but they don't. My neighbor across the hall got his today. No, the other day. I have a girlfriend who lives somewhere else in Bethesda. Is scheduled for tomorrow. She says, I don't know if they're going to, have anything. I ran into one of my neighbors upstairs when we went to get the mail today, and he's scheduled for Monday. He's 89.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't think age has anything to do with it. It's just the luck of the draw.
Uh-huh.
The availability.
It's really
Yeah.
a shanda what
Yeah.
the previous administration did not do to ensure the fast rollout.
Mhm.
And just leaving it up to the states instead of making it a federal initiative,
But apparently PG County got a lot more than Montgomery County.
Yeah, now they were letting people from other counties and they couldn't do it anymore, apparently.
Right. if you've got your first shot in PG County, you can go and have the second one, but they're
Right,
not taking anyone else.
right.
So,
Yeah, and Governor Hogan now just added clergy to the list for
Oh.
1C. Clergy are listed as 1C, so starting on Monday, they can, but I got mine already, but.
right, but 1C is starting Monday, and they only had a week between the 1B and the 1C.
Right, and just in terms that you can sign up for your spot, so it's not
Yeah.
like, because 1C, I think is 65 and over.
It is.
Yeah,
1B is 75 and over, and that's the category I'm in.
yeah, right.
So,
I don't know what category I'm in.
same one I am, I think.
Yeah. Hey, Charlotte,
Hi.
Shabbat Shalom.
Yes.
Shabbat shalom.
Any news for you, Charlotte, about getting a shot?
No, not yet. My daughter put my name in. You know,
Uh-huh.
in other words, I'm registered.
You're registered, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we're waiting.
Right.
Right?
Like everybody else.
That's
Almost
right.
everyone I know is waiting.
Yep. Julian, all
Good
set.
Shabbos,
Myron,
all.
Myron, Shabbat Shalom.
I am gonna
Close
Close.
up.
I'll
Yeah,
be back.
okay. Yeah. Oh, there's Bernice in the background. I didn't notice her. She was blending in with the couch.
Waving.
Hi, Audrey. How you doing?
Hey, Charlotte, and you?
Hanging in there.
Yeah.
Like
What else?
everybody else. Like
What else?
everyone else.
Hey, Danny. Hey, Barbara.
Hi, Rabbi.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
That's
Shabbat shalom.
Rabbi, you heard Hank Aaron passed away today, huh?
Yeah, yeah. What
Yeah.
a year. All these Hall of Famers.
Don
died this year.
Sutton earlier in the week.
Yeah, but Whitey Ford earlier, Bob Gibson.
Yeah.
Somebody said there's a starting lineup now in heaven this year.
Oh, is that it?
Bob Gibson, Whitey Ford, Don Sutton. There was one other one, another major one, who had passed this year too.
And then you got Tommy Lasorda.
Yeah, they got a manager up there too for them. Yeah.
Oh, they need a manager. You didn't expect them
Right.
not to have one there.
No, it's really awful. The amount of deaths, just terrible.
You were pretty lucky while you were gone on your vacation. You didn't have anybody pass, and then, like
I
this
know,
week, like
I know,
three,
I was-
just right.
I was very concerned about that going away.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Not that you're.
How many people are like trying to steal our?
I was gonna say not that you have anything valuable to steal.
Right.
Hello, Dennis, and Sharon, and I hear Zach in the background.
Yep. Zach came home.
Hi.
Hi, Zach.
What happened? I'm froze.
We can't see you.
Yeah, something happened. Am I still on?
You
We hear you.
Hear ya.
We hear you, but we don't see you.
Shucks.
Yeah.
I'm glad you kept it clean. Thank you.
That's because because Sharon decided to not. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, we see you now.
Yeah, Sharon did something the last time when we were on the laptop.
Blame it on the wife. Always blame it on the wife.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I had a private meeting with Dr. Biden yesterday for anyone who was a teacher in this
Nice.
teacher's union. Yeah, she
Private,
said
like how
all the
many
things.
teachers? How many people?
Yeah.
involved, you know? Yeah.
And it was on the news this morning, clips from it, but we heard
Okay.
it live.
Very nice.
Good Shabbos, everybody.
Good job.
Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos, good
I
Shabbos.
see you, friend.
Hey, Al. Good Shabbos.
Nice to see everyone. Hi, Sylvia.
I
Yeah,
saw
see
Sylvia's
you.
there,
Hi,
and she can-
Sylvia, we saw you.
Yeah,
I
and
see
Hi,
you.
Danny.
her audio is connected, so she can talk.
Hi, Al.
Hi,
We can
hi,
talk to
Danny. How you
Sylvia.
doing?
Hi, Sylvia.
I see you.
We see you too.
Shabbat shalom, Gary and
No,
Stacy.
it's in the bottom.
It's like the share to fill Hollywood squares.
That's right. Right.
He has a dish show.
Yeah, there I see you now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi, Charlotte.
Stan?
I stand the man.
Hello.
Got my salad ready, Stan?
There's my soul.
Salad's ready. He's making it.
Here is soul.
Shabbat shalom, Saul. Shabbat shalom, Nora and Bill.
Gary and Stacy.
I wonder if I need batteries.
When you're looking for a friend.
I think my mouse was dying. I think I gotta put
Ah,
new batteries in it.
Oh
New
my
batteries in
God.
there.
It's not always cooperating with me.
I thought I would never be able to use a computer without a mouse. I haven't used a mouse in quite some time. I use the trackpad.
Oh, I can't, that, I'm not,
You
I
can't do
don't
that?
like it. I'm a mouse girl.
Me too.
Yeah, I've used computers with trackpads and I don't like them. I'm a mouse person myself.
Yeah, yeah. It takes a little while to get used to it, but once you know all the
Come say hello.
right,
You didn't have a friend. There's more people. There's more people. Those are the K's. Who is that?
Hey!
Hi, good to see you.
Hi.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Company.
Sylvia and
Yeah, it's good to be home for a bit.
What if
I hope your mother and father made you a good dinner.
Oh, it's cooking, don't worry.
Onion soup.
Right, that's right. He loves onions. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Right up his alley.
that's right.
I don't know what else. It's usually this way.
Hello, Paul, Dan,
Oh,
Shabbat
there's
shalom,
Florida.
hey, Mara, Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Hi, Sylvia.
Mara, how are you feeling? Hey, Mara, how are you feeling? How's your ribs doing?
Slowly but surely. A big sneeze is very painful.
Yeah.
Break your ribs?
I broke 3 ribs.
Oh, no.
Taking out the trash?
Yeah, leaning on the trash can.
Crazy.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Crazy.
No, just not working right. This is now it's 126.
Hey, Carl. Hey, Marvin. Hey, Mindy. Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Hi, Mindy.
Shabbat shalom.
And little Jonah, how are you from Big Jonah?
Hi. I'm okay.
Shabbat shalom.
Oh,
All right,
he's an
Shabbat shalom,
inventor.
everybody. I'm going to mute all. And we'll get ready to start for, just want to say that it's been quite the week. No matter our politics, you have to admit that it was a historic day on Wednesday. I had chills when Senator Harris was taking the oath of office. That was really what a remarkable experience that was to watch that. Somebody said the other night, oh, it must be because you're a father of daughters. And I actually wasn't thinking of my daughters at all. I was just thinking about the moment and how wonderful that was to witness history in the making. And then that poem, I'm going to talk about the poem tomorrow a bit, but that was remarkable. Imagine someone 22 years old to have such poise and eloquence. Wow, just breathtaking. So it was, and then the entertainment in the evening, that celebration for the hour and a half from 8:30 to 10, ending with that rocking fireworks display. That's just, everything was just so really, really well done, and just created I think intentionally created the idea that there is hope. And that's what we need. That's what we need from our leaders. We need a sense of hope. And so I pray that this Shabbat the first Shabbat in this new administration, that hope lasts for a long time. We also want to extend our condolences to Stuart Carroll. He just joined us on the passing of his mother, Goldie Rodman. The funeral was yesterday, so he's sitting Shiva. At a little bit later in the service, there's a point in which we will formally say the words of comfort after the Lecha Dodi, but we'll have an opportunity tomorrow evening after with Minyan and Havdalah. Stuart and his family will be joining there at that time, so we can just spend some time hearing more about Goldie and expressing our condolences to Stuart and the family. So I call pages from two prayer books, either the red Sidur Lev Shalem or the blue Shabbat Sim Shalom. It's also, if you don't have either one, you can go onto the shul website to the COVID-19 page. Just scroll down a little bit and you'll see how you can get to the PDF of the Shabbat service. We begin on page 10 in Lev Shalem or page 14 in Sim Shalom. Yedid nefesh av harachaman mishoch avdach el retzonach yarutz avdach kemo ayal yishtachave el mul hadarach Yerav lo yedidutach minofet suf vechol tam hadur na'eh ziv ha'olam nafshi cholat ahavatach Ana el na refana la beharot la noam zivach az titchazek vetitrape v'hayetalach shivchat olam Vatik yemu rachamecha v'chusna al ben ohavach ki ze kama nichsaf Lira betiferet uzach anai li machmad libi chushana ve'al titalam Igalena ufros chaviv alai et sukat shelomach ta'ir eretz mikvodach nagila v'nismecha bach Maher ahuv kiva moed v'choneni ki me olam la 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 la. Lechu neranin al Adonai nari alitzur yishenu nekad mafanav betoda bizmirot nari alo nekad mafanav betoda bizmirot nari alo. Ki el gadol Adonai melech gadol kol Elohim asher b'yom necharei haaretz v'tov v'adonai lo shelo hayavo sav yabasher nam tzar bo neshachve v'nichra nivercha lifnei Adonai Oseinu ki hu Eloheinu v'anachnu al ma'aret v'tzon yado yamakom tishma'u ki el masav mekom yivah shem v'li Arba'im shana kut bedor v'omar am toei levavhem v'hem lo yadu derachai asher nishpati ve'api im yavaun el menuchati shiru ladonai shir chadash shiru ladonai kol haaretz Shiru ladonai baruch shemo basru miyom leyom yeshuato sapru vagoyim kevodo bechol ha'amim nifleotav ki gadol Adonai umehulal me'od norahu Al kol Elohim ay ki kol Elohei ha'amim elilim va'adonai shamayim asa hod v'hadar lefanav oz v'tiferet b'mikdasho havu ladonai mishpachot amim havu ladonai kavod va'oz Havu ladonai kevod shemo Se'u mincha uva'u lechatzrotav yishtachavu ladonai behadrat kodesh chilu mipanav kol haaretz imru vagoyim Adonai malach aftikron tevel baal timot yadin amim b'meisharim yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yiram hayam umlo yalo sadai v'chol asher bo az yiranenu kol hatzeyar lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel betzedek ve'amim be'emunato lalai 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 lie, 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 lie. Adonai malach tagel haaretz. We're on 15 on to 16 in Lev Shalem. We're on page 17 in Sim Shalom. Anan v'afel svivat tzedek mishpat mechon kisoi shlefanat telech tel hitzaviz sarah harim vedon agnamas mivnei Adonai mivnei Adonai kol haaretz higidu shemaim zikav v'klamim toda yevoshu kol avdei fesel mitalim b'alim yishachavu lo kol alim yishachav tismat yom כי אתה אדוני יוצא על כל מאוד עלית כל אלוהים. אוהבי אדוני שנאו רע, שומר נפשות חסידיו, מיד רשעים יצילם. אור זרוע לצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה, Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai, v'hodu lezecher kodsho. Mizmor shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, ki niflaot asa, Hoshia lo yamino, uzero akodsho hodia, Adonai Yeshuato le'enei hagoyim gilat tzidkato, zachar chasto ve'emunato, Leveit Israel ra'u cholav se'aretz et Yeshuat Eloheinu hariu l'Adonai kol haaretz pitzchu veranenu vezameru zamru l'Adonai bechinor vekol zimra b'chatzotzor vekol shofar Hariu lifnei hamelech Adonai Yiram hayamum lo tevel veyoshveva narotim chauchav yachad harim yeranenu lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel betzedek Ve'yamim b'meisharim, la 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 la. La 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 la. Adonai malach higazu amim yoshev kruvim tanut haaretz nabetzion gadol v'ramu kol Mishparu tzedakah v'Yaakov ata asita romu Adonai Eloheinu v'shtachu l'adam ragav kedoshu Moshe v'Aaron v'chol anav Shmuel v'korei shemo korim El Adonai v'hu yaneim ba'amud anan yidaber aleihem shemuenu ota v'chok natan lamo Adonai Eloheinu atan istanetam el nosei hayita lahem v'nokeim al alilotam Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. If we can, we rise, page 21 in Lev Shalem, 20 in Sim Shalom. Mizmor leDavid, havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, havu l'Adonai kavod ba'os, havu l'Adonai b'kavod shemo, hishtachavu l'Adonai behadra kodesh, kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod hirim, Adonai al Mayim Rabim, Kol Adonai Ba'koach, Kol Adonai Behadar, Kol Adonai Shover Arazim, Vayeshaber Adonai El Arzei Halvanon, Vayarkideim Kemo Egel Lebanon, Vesirion, Kemo kemo ven re'emim. Kol Adonai chotsev lavotesh, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, Yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai yecholel ayalot, Vayechasof ye'arot, Uvehechalo kulo omer kavod, Kulo omer kavod. Adonai lama yashav, vayeshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai oz le'amo yitain, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. May be seated. We continue with Lecha Dodi, pages 23 to 25 in Lev Shalem, 21 and 22 in Sim Shalom. Lecha Dodi likra kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likra kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad hishmiyanu El hameyuchad Adonai echadu shemo echad l'shem u'tiferet ve'litila. Lecha Dodi likra kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mekor ha'beracha merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha Dodi likra kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha kumitzei mitocha hafecha rav lach shevet b'yei mekabacha v'hu yachamo alayichem la. Lecha Dodi likra kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Hidna ari me'afaku milivshi bigdei tifartecha mi al yad ben Yishai beit alach mikarva el nafshi ge'ala. Lecha Dodi likra kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri kiva orech kumi uri shir daberi kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha Dodi likra kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lo tevoshi velo tikal mati shtochachi umatehemi bach yechasu aniyei ami venivneta ir al tila. Lecha Dodi likra kala penei Shabbat nekabela. V'hayulim shisa shosayich v'rachaku kol mevalayich yasis alayich Elohayich kimsos chatan al kala. Lecha Dodi likra kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Yaminu smol tifrotzi v'et Adonai taritzi al yadish ben partzi venishmecha venagila. Lecha Dodi likra kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'v'tzahala toch emunei am segula. Boi chala lecha Dodi likra kala penei Shabbat nekabela. As we welcome symbolically Shabbat into our midst, so too it is a tradition to welcome mourners who are sitting Shiva into our midst. We see on page 26 in Lev Shalem, or the bottom of 22 in Sim Shalom, these traditional words of comfort, which so we say to Stuart, Hamakom yenachem etchem betoch shar avalei Tzion v'Yerushalayim. May the divine comfort you along with all the other mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. Another reason that this is chosen at this point in the service as opposed to another point is that Lecha Dodi is all about remembering the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem and looking forward to a day that the temple would be rebuilt, and that we are all, what can we say to Stuart, what can we say to mourners when we meet them to provide a sense that we are empathetic with them, that we know what they are feeling? Well, all of us are mourners as Jews. We're all mourners for the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem. So we're all in that boat together, all looking forward to salvation and redemption. So, and also we pray that Stuart's mother's memory will always be a source of blessing and comfort to him and to the family. We continue on page 27 in Lev Shalem, 23 and Sim Shalom. Mizmor shir liyom ha-Shabbat tov lehodot l'Adonai ulezamer l'shimcha elyon ulezamer l'shimcha elyon lehagid baboker chastecha ve'emunatcha baleilot alei asor v'alei navel alei higayon bechinor mizmor shir leyom ha-Shabbat tov lehodot l'Adonai ulezamer l'shimcha elyon ulezamer l'shimcha elyon kismachtan yadonai b'for lecha b'maseh yedecha ranani magad l'masech adonai moram kumash chodesh b'loydam tzilavim etzov b'vashim tziluhu v'yav l'nishon d'aviyah adonai ginevecha adonai ginevecha yovedu v'kamim alei marim tishmanu oznai Tzadikat amar yifrach ke'erez balvanon yiske shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvun beserva deshenim verananim yiyu lehagid ki ashar Adonai tzuri velo avlatabo Adonai malach yulavesh lavesh Adonai osi l'zav tikun tevel b'atimon nachon kisacham yasmin Nasun harot Adonai nasun harot kolam nasun harot dochyam Nikolot my rabbi madiri mishperei yama dibamaram Adonai eitotecha nemnu meod leveit chanav kodesh Adonai leorech yamim la 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 la. Mourners and those observing Yartzeit rise for Kaddish, which is found on page 30 in Lev Shalem, 24 in Sim Shalom. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah ve'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayachon of yomechol nev'chayei dechol beit Yisrael b'agala v'zman karivim ru amen yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam ol me'olmaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei V'yidhadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha barichu la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechamata damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei Shlomo Rabba min Shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'romav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. So I noticed, just because Stuart was standing up, that he's wearing the black ribbon. The tradition is to wear a ribbon that we tear right at the cemetery at the time of right before the funeral, as a sign of mourning. It's one of the more ancient customs that we do as Jews, remembering how Jacob in the Torah ripped his garments when he thought that his son Joseph was deceased. And so the tradition is that that's a public sign of mourning. And for the rabbis, the understanding is that, yes, we are all entitled to our grief, and yes, we all mourn in different ways, but a public sign of mourning we should not have on Shabbat. So the tradition is not to wear the ribbon on Shabbat. We take the ribbon off and put the ribbon back on after Shabbat is over. So I did not mean to embarrass you, Stuart, in any way. I saw that as a learning. I'm glad that you're not. And I just saw that as an opportunity to teach everyone about that tradition. So here, instead of the sources for study that we have on the next pages, we've been looking at Pirkei Avot, the 6th chapter section from rabbinic literature, which are ethical and moral precepts that the rabbis taught. We're on chapter 1, number 10, which in Lev Shalem is all the way in the back on page 236 at the bottom of the page, or in the Sim Shalom, page 258, the second from the bottom. So 236 in Lev Shalem, or 258 in Sim Shalom. Chapter 1, number 10, we're continuing being introduced to pairs of rabbis as we go through rabbinic history. And we come to a new pair, Shemaiah and Avtalion. They happen to be the teachers of Hillel and Shammai, who are the next generation. So we're getting close. This is around the turn of the millennia, in the 1st century CE. Shemaiah v'Avtalion kiblu mehem. So they received the tradition from the pair of rabbis who came before. Shemaiah Omer. Shemaiah used to say, this was a famous teaching of his, Ehov et hamlacha, love work. Yes, love work. A melacha for the rabbis is any kind of creative kind of work. We are prohibited from performing work on Shabbat. It's creative kind of work, which is work that we do during the week, any kind of task that we undertake. And there's a whole list that the rabbis come up with, anything related to the building of the tabernacle in the desert. There are 39 categories of such work that are prohibited on Shabbat. So love work for work's sake, and how good it makes you feel from performing such a task and the productivity behind it. Usna et harabanut. Here that's translated as hate positions of domination. Whether that means the taskmaster. So if we're supposed to love work, we should hate being in charge of all the work. Maybe that's what that means. Rabbanut, I can't help understanding this in modern Hebrew. Rabbanut is the rabbinate, and understood as the chief rabbinate in Israel is known as the Rabbanut. So hate rabbis, you could understand this to mean in modern Hebrew, but that's not Shemaiah thought Rabbanut was. It's authority or positions of domination. Ve'al titbada larashut. Don't make yourself known to the authorities. Again, we're talking Shemaiah. This is the turn of the millennia, the time of Jesus, the time of great Roman persecution in Israel, the impending destruction of the temple in Jerusalem in the year 70. Not a good time to not be a Roman. And therefore you want to try to be under the radar, try to just just conduct your life without being noticed by anybody. So this is what Shemaiah is suggesting. Don't make yourself known. You can hate the authorities, but don't act in a way that's going to make yourself known to them. So some of these statements, one is related to the other. It seems like these three are just separate statements in and of themselves that he thought should guide life back then, 2,000 years ago. Any questions or comments about this? It's not one of the more popular statements that we find from Pirkei Avot. Can't sing a song about it like we would sing a song like Al Shlosha Devarim, on three things the world stands. We wouldn't sing a song about this one, but it just reflects the time in which Shemaiah lived. We turn back to page 38 in Lev Shalem, or 27 in Sim Shalom. Mourners and those observing Yartzeit rise for this special Kaddish called Kaddish D'Rabbanan. Again, 38 in Lev Shalem, 27 in Sim Shalom. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah v'yalma divrach irutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayedachol Beit Yisrael v'agala v'zman kariv imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olmei olmaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal Shemei dekudesha berichu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata tamiran be'alma v'imru amen. Al Yisrael ve'al Rabbanan ve'al Tamidehon ve'al kol Talmidehon ve'al kol man de'oskin be'oraita di v'atra hadein v'di v'chol atar v'atar Yehei lahon ulachon shlama rabba china v'chista v'rachamin v'chayin arichin u'mezona revicha u'forkana min padam avuhon divishmaya v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim tovim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'romav hu brachamav yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We all rise if we can for Baruch Hu on the next page. Baruch Hu et Adonai hamavorach. Baruch Adonai hamavorach leolam va'ed. May be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'ro me'b'rorim v'chol v'teshavim. Umavir yom umevi laila mavdil ben yom uve laila Adonai tzavot shemo El chai v'kayam tamidim loch aleinu leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai hamarif Aravim Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Havta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu v'shochveinu v'kumeinu nasiach bechukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki heim chayenu v'yorech yameinu v'yorech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla v'avatcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Elohim. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, והיה שמוע תשמע סוטה ישנך מזרעים. תתגיד זה בסדך לבהמתך ואחד בסנפרתים שלך. עדתם מעל הארץ הזאת השם כנסת עדתם משמעים על הארץ ומשלם אדבר ושמעתם וזזיתם פנתרים דעתם וזזים וריתם וזכרתם כל מצוות אדוני סביבתו ותתירו אחרי אלוהיכם חיים כמו שעשיתי לכם וזרעתם אלוהים אדוני אלוהיכם אמת ואמונה כל זאת וקיים עלינו כן אלוהינו ונזאת ומחסרנו המשלם גמול לכל אבי נפשנו וזאת לחקר סדר מויזה בתוך המחול שובו לשמו ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ומרים ובני ישראל לחנו שירה בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות עושה פלא מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה זה אלינו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. 45 and Lev Shalem, 33 and Sim Shalom. Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us, remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us, and you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace, Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people of Israel, and over Jerusalem. Ushmor tzeitenu voenu l'chaim l'shalom me'ata v'ad olam ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We rise if we can for Vishamru on the next page. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם אותי לעולם ושמרו b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינף השבת, וינף השבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ולעולם מעולמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תמירן בעלמא ואמרו amen. We read the Amida silently, pages 47 to 52 in Lev Shalem, or 35 to 38 in Sim Shalom. As we conclude our private prayers, we continue with Vayachulu, page 53 in Lev Shalem, 47 in Sim Shalom. Vayachulu Hashemayim v'aretz v'chol tzva'am, vayachal Elohim bayom hashvi'i, melachto asher asa, vayishpot bayom hashvi'i, mikol melachto asher asa, vayevarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i, vayekadesh oto, ki vo shavad mikol melachto, Asher bara Elohim lasot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Konei Shamayim v'Aretz, Magen Avot bidvaro, Mechaye Meitim b'mamaro, Ha'el HaKadosh she'ein kamohu, Hameniach le'amo b'yom Shabbat kodsho kivam ratza lehaniach lahem kivam ratza lehaniach lahem lefanav navod b'irav v'fachad v'nodeh lishmo b'chol yom tamid me'on habrachot El haodaot Adon HaShalom Mekadesh HaShabbat Umevarech Shevi Umeniach B'Kedusha Le'amedu Shnei Oneg Zecher Lema'aseh Vereshit Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu Retzei b'Mnuchatenu Kadshenu b'mitzvotecha v'tein chalkenu b'toratecha Sabenu mituvecha v'samchenu b'shiratecha v'taher libenu l'avdecha be'emet v'hanchilenu Adonai Eloheinu b'yavav ratzon shebakodshecha v'yanuchu v'Yisrael mekadeshei shemecha Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat Yikadav Yikadash Shemei Rabbah B'Alma Dibrach Yirutei V'Yamlich Malchutei B'Chayechon V'Yamechon V'Chay L'chol Beit Yisrael V'Agalav Yizman Kari V'imaru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam Olol Me'olmaya Yibarach V'Yishabach V'Yitpar V'Yituram V'Yitnasei V'Yidhadar V'Yitaleh V'Yitalal Shmei L'Kudesha B'Richu Le'elah Mikol Birchata V'Shirata Tushbechata v'nechamata damiran bi'alma v'imaru amen. Titkabel tzloton v'adhon d'cho Yisrael kadama v'hon div'shamaya v'imaru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'alko Yisrael v'imaru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'alko Yisrael v'imaru amen. I asked Julian Liebman to lead us in Kiddush this week, not because he's done it before, but specifically this week, according to my list, he had multiple yard sites. He had a yard site for his uncle, for his mother, and for his wife this past week. And so in their memory, I asked him to lead us in Kiddush, which is on page 55 in Lev Shalem, or 49 in Sim Shalom. Go ahead, Julian.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu mitzvotav v'ratzav banu v'shabbat kodsho v'yavav ratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh b'reishit. Ki hu yom tehillah l'mikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziad Mitzrayim ki banu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha v'ahavat u'ratzon Hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Yasher Koach, Julian, thank you for leading us in Kiddush. We continue with Aleinu on the next page in Lev Shalem, or 51 in Sim Shalom. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol Late Kedula Leotzer Breshit Shelo Asanu Kegoye Aratzot Velo Samanu Kemishbachot Adama Shelo Sam Chelkenu Kahem Vegor Aleinu Kechol Hamonam Vanachnu Korim Umishtachavim Umodim Lifnei Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shehu Noteh Shoah V'Zelav Al Kenik Avelchan Eloheinu Ki hamalchut shelcha hi olam hayatim loch bechavod kakatuv b'toratecha Adonai imloch leolam va'ed v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo U'Shemo Echad. Mourners Kaddish, Yitgadal, V'Yitkadash, Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma Divrach, Yirutei, V'Yamlich Malchutei, B'Chayachon of Yom Echol, V'Chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael, B'Agala V'Zman Kariv Imru Amen, Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach, Le'olam Ol Me'ol Maya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen Yehei shlomo rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen Oseh shalom b'imromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Just a couple of quick announcements before we conclude the service. Tomorrow morning we have the service at 9:30, and there's junior congregation as well at 11:30 tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, as I said, Shabbos is over just about at 6 o'clock, so we'll have the evening service and Havdalah, and then Stuart will resume Shiva, and there'll be an opportunity for us to extend condolences to him and to share memories, and for him to share memories with us of his mother. So that's 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. On Sunday, we have the full slate of Minyan at 8:45 and adult education. There's religious school as well. In the afternoon, there are two programs. One is the Susan Rubenstein's monthly Women's Rosh Chodesh Circle. That's at 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. And 4:30 is the Makers and Bakers, something to do with pie. And Mara, is it too late to sign up for the Maker and Baker?
People can still sign up, and it's how to make decorative pies.
How to make decorative pies. I knew something about pies, but decorative pies. All right, so that's intriguing. If you don't want to watch a football game, then do the Makers and Bakers. And this coming week, the Scholar Stream series is a new one from the Jewish Theological Seminary, is beginning this coming Tuesday evening. That's been advertised, and we are a co-sponsor with many other synagogues across the country for 4 Tuesdays in a row at 8 o'clock in the evening. The information is there on the calendar. It's in the weekly update. And this Wednesday evening, we have the first of what we hope will be a series of events with Round Oak Baptist Church, which is in Burtonsville, Maryland, a predominantly Black church. We will be listening to a speaker from the Equal Justice Initiative, which is based in Alabama, which, based on its name, is about racial justice. So that's a program that's 8:15 on Wednesday evening. So we have Minyan at 7:30, and then this program at 8:15 that evening, which is a speaker. We hope that this will be the jumping off point for a series of events for the rest of the year with that church, so that we can learn from each other and work together to promote racial justice. Everything else is in the weekly update. Besides condolences to Stuart, there's condolences to Jill Steinberg on the passing of her mother, and also to the family of Helen Sandler. Helen Sandler, longtime member of the congregation, passed away this week as well. We conclude with Yigdal, page 62 in Lev Shalem, 53 in Sim Shalom. Yigdal Elohim Chai v'yishtabach nimtza v'yenei tel metziuto echad v'yen yachid keyichudo ne'lam v'gam ein sof le'achduto ein lo demut haguf v'yeino guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadmon lechol davar asher nivra rishon v'yein reshit le'reshito Hino Adon Olam v'chol notzar yoreg gedulato malchuto shefa nevuato netano elan shesegulato v'tifarto lo kam b'Yisrael kemo she'od naviu ma'abit et emunato Torah temenatan le'amo el al yad nevi'o neman beito lo yachal Yifa'el ve'lo yamir dato le'olamim lezulato sofer v'yodea setarenu mabi l'sot davar bekadmato gomel ish chesed kemifalo noten l'rasha ra kerishato excuse me, Yishlach leketz yamin, meshichenu, liftot mechake ketz yeshuato, metim yechayel berov chasto, baruch adei ad shem dilato, metim yechayel berov chasto, Baruch Adei Ad Shem Tehilato. Almost made it to the end without a coughing fit.
Almost.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat
Good to
shalom,
see you,
everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
shalom,
everyone. Hi, Mindy.
Hi, Fran and Stan.
Hi,
Shabbat
Fran.
shalom.
Hi, Fran and Stan.
everyone.
Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Hi, Stacy. Stacy Lynch.
Hi.
Yeah, hi, Stacy. Good to see you.
Same.
See you.
All
Hi,
right,
Cynthia.
folks. Stay safe and healthy, everybody. Shabbat
All right.
Shalom.
You
Shabbat
too.
shalom.
Shabbat shalom.